שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Paul, why don't we open up with the other Hine Ma Tov? It's on page 128. Welcome. Shabbat Shalom. We're so appreciative of you joining us tonight, again at the top of 128. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Shabbat Shalom. We welcome you to our virtual streaming service. We wish that you were here with us. Tonight it's just myself and Paul Staley over there. Cantor Frank is doing fine. She is just taking the night off, a well-deserved time off, and we'll be back together. And I think it's an important marker as this continues on, and we're not able to be together. We have to find our own spaces, and that's a really important thing. So we send lots of renewal energy to Cantor and Mike, and may they have a Shabbat of rest this week, and we'll welcome them back in our next Shabbat service. So it's just a real pleasure to be here. I'm really, really thankful. So many of you have been writing to us and telling how much the service is appreciated. It really means a lot because when we're up here, we can't see you, and we don't know the impact. We're sending out a lot of good vibes your way, and trying to do our part in helping in this very difficult, trying time, and certainly sending a lot of healing prayers. So I'm going to go into my pocket, as is our normal way of doing things now. It's funny, the iPhone doesn't recognize your face if you have a mask on, so that's the one downside of it. And by the way, also I saw some questions. Both Paul and I are perfectly healthy. We're really just trying to make sure that we're doing the right protocol, even though we have a very wide, big room here. We want to make sure each of us is safe and keeps each other safe. So I'm going to call up our synagogue president here, Bruce Corus, who's been amazing during this time. And I'm so glad he's going to be offering the announcements as well as the welcome, which he'll do right now. So let me give him a call. Hi, Bruce. All right, I'm going to put you on speaker. Just give me 1 second. All right, it's on you.
Great. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope you and your family had a good Passover, and I hope you are now enjoying your pizza or your pasta or whatever non-Pesaviki foods your family goes for when Passover is over. I also, on a more serious note, hope that the Passover resources that we provided help to make your holiday as meaningful as possible. Hundreds and hundreds of you either watched or participated in the live stream Yifter service, the live Seder sing-along on Zoom, and the virtual Seder on YouTube and other platforms. Between the clergy, the staff, myself, and the entire leadership of the temple, we will continue to try to come up with as many things as we can to meet your needs, whatever those needs may be, and using whatever platform we can think of. In fact, if you have an idea about something that we could do, please let us know. We want to make sure that you all stay connected with the temple and with each other. One quick news update, as you know, the governor has extended the current restrictions until May 15th. So our staff will continue to work at home, and all live temple events, no matter how small, will be canceled at least until then. Be sure to watch your email, social media, the temple app, and our new robocall system for any updates or new opportunities. And I'll have the list of the next week's virtual events coming up later during the announcements. Shabbat Shalom, and stay safe.
Wonderful, Bruce. Shabbat Shalom to you, and I'll talk to you towards the end of the service. It's really a different world, and we encourage you as you're out there to make sure if you're watching on Facebook, to write something up there or to send us word. It's wonderful to have community, to talk to each other. I think that's what a lot of what we do when we come together. We make sure that we're connecting at least once a week. So right before the service, we had our virtual candle lighting. You can see our candles are already lit over there. And for those of you that haven't participated, it's really easy. You can get the link on our Facebook page, and actually, or you can write to Joanne to find out what that is, or myself. And we encourage you to come on. It's really fun. It's just a couple of minutes. We meet at 6:45 before the service, and it's wonderful just to be able to have a more intimate setting and to say hello to one another. So we're going to turn to the candle lighting. We're going to do the blessing again. If you haven't already lit your candles, we encourage you to do so. So light your candles wherever they are, or just light the lights in your room. The original candles were like the electric lights, just providing light for the room. Page 120, and if you don't have a copy, it is online, the Mishkan Tefillah. We are also, if you do want a copy, contact Joanne Marquesi during the week, and we can arrange for a way for you to pick up one while we're streaming and during this time, social distancing. Okay, so we bring in the Shabbat lights into our life. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. May the lights of our candles, of our ancestors, light our way through this Shabbat and light our way in this difficult time frame. Before we do the Kiddush, let's just take a moment to reflect on the week. Take in one thing that you want to hold on to. For me and Shira, it was our kids cooking dinner for us for the very first time. They had a wonderful dinner with different Middle Eastern. We had hummus and lentils, as well as a cheesy quinoa dish that was wonderful. So that was great. And so think about your own moments, and we're going to hold on to that. And also think about something you want to let go of. It's really important that we let go of what's weighing us down. So take a moment in your own space and breathe in the thing that you want to hold on to, and breathe out the thing that you're ready to let go of. Kiddush can be found on page 123. Please join with me if you have grape juice or wine at home. Lift it up, or whatever drink you have. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kichanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Blessed are you, God, who helps us sanctify our most holy occasions and provides us with rest in difficult times. L'chaim. Oh, I wish we could lift our wine glasses together. So, speaking of wine, since it was, as Bruce mentioned, Passover this past week, and many of you maybe had Zoom Seders, it was really interesting to see everything that was out there. But before I left last week, I looked and found a couple of old poems. This one had been written almost 20 years ago, and it's about the Seder. It's called An American Seder. I posted it on our Facebook, but just a reminder of this wonderful week we had. Elijah arrives late. He had problems with his watch, or so he said, and he drinks the fourth cup quickly, the wine staining his lips a brilliant purple, his hair a burning bush, flimsy and bedraggled, but his eyes are as clear and deep as an En-Gedi spring. I am laughing. We are all wondering what he is doing there. Had he even been invited? He is speaking with his arms, nearly knocking over my sister's Seder plate. You have to leave. The end is near. Clearly, the wine has already gone to his head. My mother eyes my father. She wants to make sure he will protect his brood. I do not feel threatened, but I also do not want to leave. Perhaps Jerusalem will rise up next year like a stone golem, overseeing the ruin of our enemies. For now I am content eating the last crumbs of the afikomen, full and satisfied with what I already have. So I hope you come away this week thinking about wonderful things from your holiday. Paul and I were talking about Easter. He had a virtual Easter with his wife. And it's funny because he also is an organist of another church down the road. And so he got to actually watch his own service in his bathrobe, he told me. So it's wonderful. I know what an important time frame, and I'm so glad for what you do in the world, Paul. Glad to hear you had a nice holiday. So we're going to welcome in Shabbat on page 138. And we'll sing the first three verses on 138, and then the ninth verse on 139. On the ninth verse, I'll invite you to rise. You face whatever doorway you have. Perhaps it's facing your computer screen. It's sort of one way of thinking about a doorway. And we welcome Shabbat into your space. And we do so as if she's a bride, and we're in the middle of a wedding, and we have all of our friends and family and community around us. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Sha'amor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem ol tiferet v'letila. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lihikrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor havracha, me'erosh mikedem nisucha, sof ma'aseh b'makshavat chila. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Mikdash melech ir milucha, kumitzi metocha hafecha, rav lak shevet v'emecha becha, v'hu yachmol alayichem la. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Please rise. Bo'i b'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uvetzohala, toch emunei am segula. Bo'i chala. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Take a moment to just wish whoever's in your space, or just wish Paul and I Shabbat Shalom, either in words or just with your heart. Send out those blessings. It's very appreciated. We so need to be connected to one another. Let's turn to our prayer of community, which is on page 146. We invite you to rise if you're able. If not, just bend your knees a little bit, straighten up, as my wife always tells me, straighten up your back, and make sure that we feel the presence of God flowing through us and of one another. Page 146. Baruch hu et Adonai hamivorach, Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam vaed. Page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw near? Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Bless you, God, who guides us through uncertain times. Page 150, Ahavat Olam. We sing forth love into the world. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Hukim u'mishpatim, Otanu lemadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, בשוקבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוכך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגד יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. ואבטח אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, God, Ohev Amo Yisrael, that sends your love to Israel. Page 152, we cover our eyes as we sing the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. The V'ahavta, page 154, as we sing in Torah trope from Deuteronomy. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantan levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha v'veitecha uvlektecha v'derek uvshokvecha v'kumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafo b'ninecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'yasitem ekol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem. And we now turn to that story that we just read about, the crossing of the sea, page 158, moving through uncertainty to freedom, page 158. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot oseh vele, no ra tehilot oseh vele, malchutecha ra'u vanecha, Boker yam lifnei Moshe Miriam, Zeli anu v'amru, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, leolam va'ed. V'ne'emar, kifad Adonai et Yaakov v'golo miad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Why don't we turn to page 160, and we'll read together in the English, the version of the Hashkivenu, page 160. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and our coming to life and to peace evermore. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. We continue now. I invite you to rise for the Amidah, page 164, and I'm going to continue through page 170. Please join with me wherever you are. I invite you to find space, either standing or sitting, where you can have a holy moment with God, and where you can really concentrate. And the custom is to take 3 small steps, 3 backwards and 3 small steps forward, creating a holy space around ourselves. Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Vanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imaot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalchel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Zohomek Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memi Tu Mechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim kol yom yelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh. We continue quietly with our own prayers. Take a moment to say what you need to say in your heart, and whenever you're ready, you may be seated. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimaru. Amen. I'd like to bring another poem from an old collection that I wanted to read at this point. It's called, I Will Disintegrate into Nothing One Day. I will disintegrate into nothing one day, easily seeping between gutter grates and grass blades. I will disintegrate into nothing one day, having dogs and birds feast on my bones. I will disintegrate into nothing one day and utterly enjoy the experience, finally free of everything that weighed me down, knowing that once, a long time ago, I had played a part and lived a life of consequence. Perhaps then, as a watering hole for new beginnings, I will not wander further than the world has intended for me. Perhaps then I will enjoy the feeling of being free. We turn now to something we haven't done in a little while, but I think it's important right now, which is our Torah service. I'm going to bring out our Torah, and I'm going to imagine you here being able to bless it. The Torah service is on page 364. And we begin with Ki Mitzion. Ki Mitzion Tetzeh Torah, Ki Mitzion Tetzeh Torah, Udevar Adonai Me'Yerushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, B'hikdushato. We'll do this call and response in the middle of 366. I'll listen for your response through cyberspace. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlu Adonai Iti, Unaramima Shema Yachdav. I could almost hear them singing with us. That was wonderful. What we're going to do is we're going to turn to, first of all, the Aliyah. I hope you'll join with me. That's page 368. All of you are called up to the Torah. But if you want to follow along, let me give you the exact coordinates that we have. Well, of course, I took my book with the coordinates. But we're at the beginning of the Torah portion, which is Shmini, which is from the book of Leviticus. And I hope that you can just look up Shmini, S-H-M-I-N-I, and it should show up. And just look for the first few verses if you'd like to follow along with us. So I'm going to do the Aliyah. Ya'amod kol ha'kihila l'Aliyah harishona. Please join with me. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach. Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Vayehi b'yom hashmini kara Moshe L'Aharon u'levanav u'ziknei Yisrael vayomer el Aharon kak lecha egel ben bakar lechatat va'ayil lola timimim v'hikrev lifnei Adonai v'el b'nei Yisrael tidaber lemor chuseir izim lechatat ve'egel keves b'nei shana timimim le'olah. What I just read was about that 8th day consecration and about the animals that the people of Israel needed to come and slaughter. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Misheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May the Holy One have blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah. Bless all those among us who have risen today in honor of Torah, in honor of Shabbat, in honor of community, in honor of vitality and endurance, in honor of being able to be together in this virtual way. Sorry, it's a little harder to do this without anyone here. May you find hope and happiness. May this hours of our service together help you find peace and rest on the Shabbat. And may we sometime very soon be together in person again. So, it's a little strange to do a Torah service, but I think it's really important. It's important that we have our familiar. It's so easy to get out of our routines when our calendar is off, when everything is thrown out of balance. It's so easy to forget things, and that's exactly what happened this week. This is the time where we start forgetting birthdays. And actually, I forgot 2 birthdays this week. Not 1, but 2. My mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom, from Philadelphia. I'm so sorry. She had to call me the next day and said, "Son, did you forget anything?" Because I didn't realize that what the date was. We're in such a time frame that even just keeping track of what day in April it is, it's very difficult. And then I thought, well, I better be careful because I'm going to forget another birthday. And sure enough, I have my really good friend from Washington, D.C., that we've known each other a long time. His birthday is on Tax Day. Well, Tax Day does not exist in the same way this day, and normally I would be aware of it, and it got to April 16th, and Shira says to me, I think you forgot to call John. So John, if you're out there, happy birthday. This is what happens during this time. We so easily forget the rhythm and are unsure of, every day becomes just another day. I had a chance to do something for the very first time. It took a little getting used to. I got to give you guys a robocall. We have a new system, and you've heard from Bruce Corse, and Cantor called on Tuesday, in preparation for Yizkor. And now it was my turn. And it was wonderful once you got through all the prompts. But one of the things I mentioned in terms of the Torah reading is something that happened in Saturday Night Live. Those of you that are fans of the show, that's a live show. But they weren't able to do it live because of the way we're not allowed to gather anymore. They had Tom Hanks host it from his home, and they spliced together lots of video, and that was last Saturday night. And one of the things he said really stood out. He said, there's no such thing as Saturday night anymore. Every day is just today. There's no such thing as Saturday night anymore. Every day is just today. And I thought about that, and I thought about the Torah portion. This Torah portion is called Shmini. The number 8 is an important number. We know it from the bris. When during Passover, we said, Shmona Miyodea. Number 8, who knows 8? And 8 is the days of Milah, the days of the circumcision ceremony. So we know that 8 is important. But why is it important? Why is the tabernacle consecrated on the 8th day? Why is Hanukkah 8 days? What is so important about this number 8? I've often thought about this. And part of it is with a baby, you need to get to the second week. There's something about a baby surviving into the next week that you can feel more hopeful. So you wait past that first week. You don't want to do it right away in that right beginning. But you have a ceremony on the 8th day. Hanukkah, in the same way. There was, it connects, Hanukkah, it connects to the real reason for number 8, which is shemen, oil. Oil takes 8 days to create. But there's another reason that's really embedded in this week's Torah portion, which is that 8 is the start of a cycle. When we get to 8, we not have 1 week, we have a second week. It's a rhythm. They consecrate on the 8th day because the tabernacle, that ancient portable sanctuary that would go through the wilderness, was a way of marking time. They didn't have Big Ben. They didn't have their watches or their phones. They had to mark some time some way. And they marked it through sacrifice. That's how they knew. Shabbat was there. They would count. They marked it through the phases of the moon. But this whole priestly thing was about keeping track of the community, keeping things normal. And actually, we have a terrible, tragic event that happens in the second chapter of this week's Torah portion, which is that in the midst of all this celebration, Aaron's 2 sons, Nadav and Abihu, die suddenly. They brought a strange fire, and suddenly they are extinguished with this fire. It's a really horrific event. And at the end of the event, as Aaron is trying to figure out what to do, and Moses, the entire community is unsure. They've just lost these key individuals, and just the horror and the tragedy of it. But one of the things that Moses said that's a bit difficult, he tells Aaron he has to continue. It doesn't matter about the pain, because he's the timekeeper of the community. And it's important that the rhythm continues. Without him, the clock is broken. Without him, every day is today. And so we think about this time frame that we're in. It's so important to do as much normal as we can. Normal is abnormal. But we're here together. If you're joining us, that's good. I know that actually we have these two terms, synchronist and asynchronist. Synchronist is when we're doing things at the same time together. And some of you are part of that synchronist because you're right there with me. But this is also being put out there into the world, and maybe you're watching later, and that's okay. That's asynchronist. But we need to find kind of that rhythm in our lives. We need to, the best we can, dress up. I went to see Cecilia, a 6-year-old in our community, for her birthday, and I noticed that she was wearing the most beautiful dress, and she insisted her mother Rachel also have the dress on. And there's something about that, dressing up, making sure that we have a sense of who we are. For the kids that are in school, as I watch my kids, there's a regular schedule that happened. For those of you that are at home, maybe looking for work, you need to find the regular, find the normal, find Shmini. Because it's through that regular clock of our life that meaning emerges. And so this portion, which is not the most important portion, I think right now is. Because it's important that every day isn't today. If every day is today, and it's not a very specific, important day, then we lose track of what's important. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and continue to do what you need to do to remain vital, strong. It's okay. It's okay if you have a downturn every once in a while. Certainly that's part of life. But find the rhythm. That's where holiness will emerge. We're going to now turn to our healing prayers. And we have a rather long list here, especially at this time. There's lots of people I'm sending out prayers to. The Mishabera can be found on page 371. A lot of you are familiar, and you don't need the prayer book, but if you'd like, please join along. I'm going to read our list of names and say your own names out loud, whoever you're thinking of. If you have names, send them in to Joanne or Nancy or myself, and we'll get them on the list, or Cantor, of course. Atara Ayelet, Chad Ayers, Vivian Burstein, Peter Coyle, Kathy and Chris Crawford, Joyce Gafter, Don Galinsky, Saul Galena, Greg Hill, Natasha Kokin, Stephen Kokin, Carol Kozmowski, Jeffrey Howard Krebs, Marcy Leonard, Diane Lynch, Cindy McCulloch, Fern Middleman, Robin Mordaunt Kress, Leonard Mordeski, Larry Perlitz, Gail Siskin, Howard Smolin, Flora Sna, Laura Spire, James Steinhorn, George Terabasi III, Devorah Bat Sherwood, Avram Ben Moshe, Sarah Bat Chava, Malka Bat Naftali, Kayla Bat Miriam, Gershom Ben Shlomo, and Miriam Freudel. Send forth your names, and we're going to sing together the Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Complete healing of body and soul. We're going to put the Torah away with a tree of life. If you want to follow along, page 374. I'm going to let Paul play, and you guys can sing along as I'm putting the Torah back. Shalom. Aleinu is on page 586. Please remain standing if you're able as we sing our concluding prayers. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateh gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu ki'eh haratzot, velo samanu ki mishpachot adama, shelo sam kelchenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, vanachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. 591. Ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom ahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated. We're going to turn to the mourner's Kaddish. This past week we had Yisker. It was so sad not to be able to do it together, but it was an honor to be able to honor those beloved members who died this past year. Wow, so many friends. Think about them, and I'm glad we were able to memorialize them a little bit. This week we are remembering Richard Bach, the stepbrother of Julia Cohan. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you. And Rolane Feugelman. Many of you remember Rolane. She moved to North Carolina a couple of years ago, and she died peacefully this past week. Our thoughts and prayers are with her daughter and her whole family. And we also remember William Heitner, Barry Heitner's father, who died this past week. On our Shloshim list, we remember Don Barish, Dave Bushman, Patricia Campbell, Lorraine Dweck, Jerome Michaels, and Helen Singh. And on our yard site list from years past, we remember Sam Arnovitz, Sylvia Berger, Bessie Berman, Harvey Chazen, Daniel Morris Cohen, Norbert J. Dunn Senior, Mary Friedman, Jean Fry, Daniel Friedferdig, David Gavin, Victoria Gambinski, Alexandra Gerstel, Francis Ginsberg, Lillian Golden, Barbara Goldstein, Leonard Goodman, Rose Gordon Hirschhorn, Donald Horwitz, Lillian Hurwitz, Saul Kaufman, Mary Kerman, Lena Corin, Shirley Kornblatt, Henry Lansing, Joseph Malnikoff, Tilly Malnikoff, Yetta Mandelkern, Albert Mandelkern, Bertha Miller, Kel Moore, Abraham Nosenchuk, Gertrude Uli, Marlene Oppenheimer, Sarah Orlick, Dorothy Ripkin, Michael Rabisky, Julian R. Sapphire, Max Savasky, Belle Vera Shainman, Milton Silverman, Harry Starr, Esther Turk, Mabel Wolf, Deborah A. Zimmerman as well. So please feel free to mention anyone that you're thinking about. We send a lot of morning prayers to those who lost a loved one in COVID-19, but to others as well, to offer them extra support in this time where you can't grieve in the same way. If you do have a name and you'd like us to read it, just contact me or Nancy or Joanne or Cantor, and we'll make sure to get it on the list for whatever week we're talking about. I invite you to rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach hirite v'yamlik malchute, v'chayakon v'yamachon v'chayed echol beit Yisrael, v'agalav izman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah v'rach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, Yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shmei kudasha, brechu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechamata, damiran v'yalma v'yimaru, amen. Yehi shlom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimaru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimaru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all the world. And we say, Amen. Zikranam levracha. May their memories always be for a blessing. Well, it's that time again. I get to call up Bruce again. And he's going to be offering the announcements because he does such a beautiful job of it. All right, here we go. It's ringing.
Hello, Rabbi.
Hi, Bruce. All right, I'm going to put you on. You're all set.
Okay. All right. Shabbat Shalom again, everyone. Very special thank you to Rabbi Alex and Paul Staley for their wonderful service this evening and for keeping our Friday night tradition alive. This is so important to our members, and we so appreciate the fact that you and the Cantor are coming here every Friday night and taking part in this. This is so important, and we thank you for that. Saturday, virtual offerings will include Torah study at 9 a.m. and Shabbat morning service at 11. Both of these events will be available by Zoom. You can go to the website for the links. The religious school will have virtual sessions on Sunday at 10 a.m. and Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. for grades 5 through 7. This will be on Holocaust education and Yom HaShoah, and this will be done by Zoom. The adult B'nai Mitzvah class will meet Sunday at 1 o'clock, also by Zoom. Everything's pretty much by Zoom. Our next Board of Trustees meeting will be Tuesday night at 7, yes, by Zoom. We're going to have a few things for you for spirituality and or humor. We have a meditation moment that will return Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. With Dr. Unina Foster. Laughter Yoga will be Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. with Dr. Ellen Frankie, both of them, of course, by Zoom. Join Rabbi Alex Thursday for his open office hours at 1:30 and Talmud study at 8 o'clock p.m. Both events are by Zoom. I want to mention the Shir Shalom Outreach Program, which is not by Zoom. This is by the phone. We started this several weeks ago. This is to connect members who are able to help other members who could use some assistance. So we are looking for members who would like to receive phone calls or need help with groceries or prescriptions. If you're interested, please contact Nancy McGorry in the Temple office. Many people have volunteered to make the phone calls to the people who need contact and to help with deliveries, but we can also use a few more of those as well. So if you're willing to volunteer for either of those, please do so. As Rabbi mentioned, we are doing candle lighting by Zoom every Friday night. So next Friday night, that will be at 6:45. And then at 7 o'clock p.m., the Erev Shabbat service will be live streamed. If you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to me, Rabbi Alex, Cantor Frank, or Joanne. Our cell phone numbers are in the emails that have gone out. They're in the letter that we sent out. We're here for you. Please feel free to contact us at any time. Shabbat Shalom. Have a safe and wonderful Shabbat.
Thank you, Bruce. Shabbat Shalom. Great to hear your voice.
Always pleasure.
We also have some exciting news. In 2 weeks, we're going to be having our first Zoom bar mitzvah. Max Green, which will be at the very beginning of May, that first Saturday morning. And we'll look forward to celebrating virtually with the Green family. Mazel Tov, Max. All right, I think we're ready for Adon Olam. And why don't we pick something pretty simple? I guess they call it the Sephardic melody, right? It's page 625. I think that's what you call it, right?
I'll have to look that one up.
Is it just like Adon Olam Asher Malach?
It is.
You got it. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Liet Nasa B'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. I miss you, Cantor. Yeah, maybe do a little bit lower. Areki klot hakol levado yimlok nora v'hu haya v'hu hove v'hu yiyeh b'tifara v'hu yiyeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'ein sheni Leham Shilo, Lehachbira, Bili Reshit, Bili Tachlit, Velo Haoz, Vehamisra, Velo Haoz, Vehamisra, Hu Eli, Vechai Goali, Vitzor Chebli, Viet Sarah, Vehu nisi umanosli not kosi beyomek ra menat kosi beyomek ra biyado avkid ruchi bietishan ve'aira ve'im ruchi geviati Adonai li velo ira, Adonai li velo ira. And we'll turn to our challah over here. Wherever you are, bring out a piece of bread. Maybe it's gluten-free and you can join me. You can send it over to us. I saw so many beautiful challahs after Passover online. It's a wonderful thing. It's great. It's good to be back in the regular bread. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, may blessings go forth from us to you, from you to us. And may we continue to find strength and nourishment in each other. And may we find a way sometime soon to be reunited in community together. Shabbat Shalom. A pleasure being with you, at least in this way. Shabbat Shalom from Paul and I and our whole community.